And moving on, voting for the first phase for India's general elections takes place on the 19th of this month. 3 parliamentary seats in the state of West Bengal, Jalpaiguri, Alipurduar and Cooch Behar lie in this phase. A large part of this area falls on the international border between India and Bangladesh, which is guarded by one of the world's largest paramilitary bodies. India's border security force on polling day, the BSF, gets the added responsibility of ensuring smooth and completely above board voting takes place in villages which fall in no man's land between the zero line of the international border and the IB fence. Gautam Roy reports from one such border village, Chitsakati.
One of the world's largest paramilitary organizations, India's Border Security Force or BSF, has the task of guarding the nation's international borders. Come voting day on the 19th of April in the first of the 7-phase general elections, it has to play a dual role in Jalpaiguri parliamentary seat's Chitsakati village. Chitsakati and dozens of other villages in North West Bengal's 3 Lok Sabha seats, which poll on the 19th of April, are on no man's land between the zero line which separates India from Bangladesh and the border fence which has been erected at a distance of 150 yards on the international boundary on the Indian side. The BSF has to ensure that while villagers have no trouble reaching the polling station, which is across the border fence, no imposters or undesirable elements make it across. What helps the guards is India's digitized biometric identification system, Aadhaar.
We have installed a biometric system here and their data is already fed into the system. They are free to cast their vote, even if for some reason they can't go themselves because of age or some other reason. We can give them a vehicle.
Chitsakati's villagers say they're satisfied with the arrangements and are looking forward to polling day.
We have no problem moving around. We also have motorcycles and we can move around freely. We have no issues with the BSF even at night. If there is an emergency, they open the gate and let us in.
तो गेट रात 12 बजे था 1 बजे तुरंत गेट खुल देता है आना जाना ठीक है वोट
We have vote here. There is no problem. We can come and go with ease. There is no problem in voting.
वोट करने जाएगा वोट देगा.
The villagers also say what they would like their elected representative to do is to get a bridge across a nearby river, connecting their village to the border fence, fixed so that they don't have to tread a track which gets submerged during the rains. Construction of structures in no man's land can only take place after agreement between both the Indian and Bangladeshi administrations across the border, and they hope the work can be taken forward soon.
अच्छी तैयारी है हम लोग तो वोट देने आते हैं.
We vote in every election. The only problem is that the bridge to our village across the river is broken. We use a dry path these days, which gets submerged during the rains. We would appreciate if the bridge could be reconstructed.
नदी का उस तरफ गांव है.
Even with some inconveniences, the enthusiasm of these borderland villagers has not dimmed when it comes to taking part in the world's biggest democratic election.
Call it fate or the way boundaries are drawn between nations, that voters of villages such as Chitsakati, and there are dozens of them here in Jalpaiguri and adjoining Alipurduar, they're caught between the zero line of the border between India and Bangladesh and the fence that's been put up 150 yards away on the Indian side. But does that mean that their democratic rights will be taken away on the 19th when this region votes in the national parliamentary elections? Well, that will not happen. This much has been ensured. With camera person Sumit Dhaman, Gautam Roy, Jalpaiguri, DD India.
Well,